Imagine that moment when you're standing in front of the fridge again. You know you're not hungry, yet your hand reaches out on autopilot. You tell yourself, stop, but a minute later, you're already eating. Why does this happen? Why do breakdowns keep coming back even when you understand everything logically, try diets, take supplements, follow a nutritionist, yet nothing changes? A single, simple question turned my entire story upside down. This question stopped my night overeating, broke the emotional cycle, and made my own brain my ally instead of my sabotager. And in this video, I'll show you how this works and how you can flip this mental switch starting today. For a long time, I thought my overeating was weakness, or maybe a lack of magnesium or hormones. But one honest question shattered that illusion. What does food mean to me? The answer shocked me. Food wasn't fuel, it wasn't nourishment. For my brain, food was a source of pleasure and emotional relief. My brain mixed up the roles. It started believing you're sad, sweet things will save you. You're bored, let's eat. You're stressed, chocolate will help you relax. This creates an automatic neural pathway. Eat, feel pleasure. And no matter how much your nutritionist explains balanced plates or proper combinations, if your brain treats food as emotional comfort, the body will keep pulling you toward overeating. Shame grows, guilt grows, heaviness grows, and the cycle continues. Everything changed the moment I took a sheet of paper and wrote, "Why is overeating harmful for me?" Not general phrases, but honest, specific details. My skin gets worse, my body becomes heavier and softer, energy drops, mood changes, mornings become difficult. I wake up swollen and exhausted, my stomach feels heavy, I don't like how I look, I lose confidence. The brain suddenly sees the full picture, not just the pleasure in the moment. Then you flip the paper and write, "Why is it better for me to eat properly?" And again, vividly, emotionally, sincerely. My skin becomes clear. I feel light inside. My legs are toned and strong. My face looks fresh. People give me compliments. I have morning energy. My digestion improves. I feel proud of myself. After the very first day, something shifts. The brain no longer associates sweets with pleasure. It starts associating them with consequences and healthy food with benefits. This is not willpower. This is neural reprogramming. The brain stops being a manipulator and becomes your partner. Most cravings have nothing to do with your stomach. They come from emotions. You're lonely, tired, anxious. And your brain, like a well-meaning but clueless grandma, offers, "Eat something nice, you'll feel better." But when you show your brain both sides of the process, it starts acting differently. It reminds you, wait, sweets make you feel heavy. Let's choose greens. Let's keep it light tonight. Let's stick to balance. This is how a new neural network forms. Not through force, not through diets, not through restrictions, through meaning. Once the meaning changes, your behavior changes automatically. You walk into a store and your hand naturally reaches for fruits instead of chocolate. You don't order 2 meals in a restaurant just because. The uncontrollable pull toward food simply dissolves. I practiced this technique for 7 days. 2 months later, I still eat properly. Without effort, without fighting myself, without forcing anything. My students tried it too. They stopped drinking, cut out sweets, switched to healthy eating, not because they pushed through, but because their thinking changed. A nutritionist gives you the foundation, but the real transformation happens in your mind, because addiction doesn't live in the stomach. It lives here, in your brain. If you want to stop emotional hunger, cravings, and breakdowns, begin with this simple exercise. It looks small, but it shifts everything. If you want more techniques like this, subscribe to the channel. There's much more ahead that can transform your life, just like this transformed mine.